Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
We're Earthlings. Let's blow up Earth things.
On the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
I'm just saying that the plan was genuinely dumb. As many of our plans are, I now realize.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say what you want about America, but $13 still gets you a hell of a lot of mice. Welcome to Plotty Time.
That one egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
It's still sexy.
How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
I'll just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for pig.
No, I can hang on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of Plotty Time. And guys, I'm torn if I should keep grinding for camos and zombies or if I should just stop.
Did you get Black Sky or whatever? Black Diamond?
I got Opal on like 7 or 8 of them.
Well, then you should just keep grinding.
Yeah,
You at least
Well,
got to get it on one of them, like one of the types of guns.
well, the problem is,
I don't
in
hear a
order
problem.
to unlock the Opal camos, I have to get the gold in every gun in that class, which I can do. But then in order to get the one beyond that, which I don't even remember, Nebula maybe, you have to get every other weapon up to Opal.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be... Snipers is going to be impossible.
I got like 1 sniper, maybe 2, but man, it's boring just farming 2,000 headshots. And there's also like a cheap way to do it. Like
I'm surprised you haven't done it yet.
that's the thing. It's like I could do it and never have to do this with a sniper rifle again. Or, but I'm worried if I do that, then I'll have all the camos and then I'll just stop playing it.
Well, yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Because I did that with you guys. I've been very vocal about my hacked version of Simpsons Tapped Out, where I got all the donuts in the world and could buy everything 3 times, and I was just so bored. I had nothing to do.
Yeah, until they come up with new stuff for it.
Well,
Is this why billionaires are crazy?
you could just play the game.
I think so.
I could just play the game, but then it's like there's no challenge if I own everything.
Yeah, you just play the game.
Well, I guess in zombies I could just play it more. But yeah, that's my moral dilemma.
That's why billionaires just want more money, because they have everything, you know?
That's the only other thing they don't have. They
Yeah.
can afford anything.
Yeah, so why not just get more money? You know what I
They
mean?
can't buy more money,
No.
not directly.
And they'll never have friends.
Nope, not real ones. Just people that are there for their money.
Wow, that's a bummer.
Yeah, did you watch anything that was exciting?
I would feel bad for them, but fuck them. I watched
I wouldn't.
Nosferatu.
Oh, yeah?
What'd you think?
I wanted it to be weirder.
Yeah.
Chump Slap, I don't remember if I talked with you about it on air or not.
I don't
I think
so.
we talked about it. But I was expecting it to be weirder.
Like
Like
what-
Lighthouse weird, but with Dracula.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping too.
That would
Or
have just been a
Nosferatu.
bad movie.
It was fine. Like I liked it. It just wasn't what I was hoping for.
Yeah. Kind of like drug on too.
A little bit, yeah. Especially like Willem Dafoe shows up and he's like a vampire hunter. I'm like, oh, here we go. This is gonna get nuts. And it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't get nuts.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing. I mean, still beautifully done and
I
atmospheric.
mean, it
as
still
fuck.
was weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was great. I liked it. I just wasn't what I expected.
that's fair.
Maybe some nerd on the internet can recut that with like Lighthouse and make it super weird.
That'd be dumb. Who's Robin Pattinson?
It's a clump situation again. He
Oh.
plays all 6 people. We splice in Robert Pattinson from other movies he's done,
Okay.
like Batman
Yeah, I'd watch it.
too.
And
I
Twilight?
also finished Cobra Kai.
Yeah, disappointed.
I thought it had like 2 really solid seasons of television show. And then once it became like a hit and they knew they were going to have more, it felt like they just like, it was too thin. They made too much drama with these high school kids for no reason other than to create drama.
Well, I mean, that's what high school kids do.
That's what television shows are.
I know it is, but it harkened back to that more like 2000s TV show where they make 22 episodes and they just kind of like stretch it on for like whole episodes.
Yeah,
It felt extended like that, but it had some good moments and it ended on a good note.
So not enough martial arts for you is what you're saying.
There could have been more. There could have been more karate.
definitely not enough action.
Karate.
Yeah, there was the Miyagi-Do style and then Cobra Kai style. Kreese came back. It was a whole thing. I still thought it was good and worth watching, but,
All right.
Maybe one of these. No, I'm not going to watch it. I can't even lie about it.
Yeah, I watched a
I believe you, though.
couple things.
Oh, yeah?
what'd you watch?
I watched the entire Venom trilogy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, fuck it, I don't remember the first one, so watched through that. The second one's the best one.
Yeah. Just because it has Carnage in it.
Yeah, and because I knew who Carnage was. This last one, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? I don't know this.
No, the symbiote god.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool, but then there's like,
I bet it looked great.
yeah, there's so many of these symbiotes, and then I don't know.
They lost you for the third one?
Yeah, I mean, it was like I said, it's good, but I didn't know who the symbiote god was, and they didn't really. I mean, they go into it, but not enough for me. I would like to know more about that guy, not fucking Carnage and the band.
The band.
Yeah, I can't think.
Does it take place in San Francisco again?
Takes place
All over.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It ends up in Area 51.
That's
Sure.
all good movies do.
Why wouldn't it? You know? It's an alien symbiote. Well, you know, that kind of makes sense, actually.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I'll buy
it's still worth a watch.
It wasn't the secret Area 51, though. It was the super secret Area 51.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Area 51 you don't know about.
I feel like that's the type of movie where if you watch the trailer, you know if you're in or not.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
If you're like, I want to see it, then it'll be great. Why not?
Yeah, give it a watch.
I think I like the first one the most, though.
Really?
I think so. I liked it more than the Carnage one, but I've only seen the Carnage one once.
Carnage one could have been better.
They all
It seemed
could have been
rushed
better.
for such a huge character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carnage.
All right.
I saw a movie.
No, you didn't.
It was called Das Privilege, or The Privileged.
Ooh.
It was
French.
no, German.
Nice.
French. It's about like, well, it starts out with this kid is being babysat by his older sister, and she starts seeing like a monster chasing her, and she gets in her car and runs, and then jumps off this dam, kills
With
herself.
the kid?
No, he's right there though, and then like he grows up, and he starts seeing monsters, and he starts chasing them around and stuff. And
Oh, so it's like something that happens when you're 16 or something?
yeah, it's actually 18.
18.
But
there you go.
it was pretty good. It was interesting. It's I don't know, a little.
Slappy?
Yeah, it's definitely slappy in a way, but it was entertaining for me anyway.
Okay. Is it gory?
No.
Okay. Just like scary chasing.
Yeah, and like other kids start seeming like they're possessed to him and like losing their personality and things, and he's like talking to him and he's trying to figure out what's going on.
Wow.
See if he's just losing his mind or something else is going on.
Oh, that's neat.
Of course, something else is going on, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wouldn't be a good movie if it wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I think too. When I watch movies and I'm like, this is going to be like, this doesn't make sense. This is boring. This is just to create drama. And you're like, this is what movies exist for.
Yeah.
Otherwise it'd be pretty boring.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't watch a movie that didn't have any drama.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know. I probably would.
And I watched a classic I haven't seen in a long time yesterday.
Oh, me too. Go ahead.
The Big Lebowski.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what's there to say about The Big Lebowski?
I still know
Classic.
every line. It's
It's one of the best comedy movies of the 90s. That's for sure.
maybe even all time.
Yeah. I was just going to stick it in the 90s just in case.
It's just so endlessly quotable.
Yeah, and it didn't lose. I mean, most comedies don't really appeal outside of the 10 years they were out, but like 10 year span and
timeless.
But this one, there's nothing. It's kind of just there. Still
You
laugh
think like
at the
the
fight
kids
scenes.
nowadays would enjoy it and laugh at it? I guess they would, right?
Yeah. I told one of the kids I work with, I guess he's 21, 22 now, but
That's still 25
Yeah,
years younger than us. But
he liked it. He's like, how the hell did I not know about this?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how things like that just get lost, or things you assume that everyone saw.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm quoting it and he's like, what the hell is that from? I'm like,
Yeah, even when it
Big
came
Lebowski.
out, it was set 10 years before it came out, like the early 90s, late 80s. So
yeah. George Bush.
Yeah.
The first.
the first one.
I forgot about that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right in the beginning of the movie. This aggression will not stand.
I love how he uses
And
that
he
line
writes-
later.
He writes a check for 69 cents for a quart of milk.
Those were the days, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking Ralph's. I just remember that being. I remember seeing that grocery store and be like, "That's obviously fake." It's not. They still exist today. It's like a West Coast chain.
We might be bereaved, but we're not saps.
You just put them in the coffee can. Fucking A.
From Case on Hill 364.
Not everything has to do with.
Vietnam, Walter. Ah, it's so good.
You have no fucking connection to Vietnam. Well, there's a literal connection. There's no fucking connection.
Everything's a fucking travesty with you.
It's just great. It's a great movie.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Everybody should go out and watch it again.
I watched.
What classic did you watch there, Chump Slap?
Oh, thanks for asking. I watched Office Space.
Oh, that is a
wow.
good one.
Yeah.
Also quotable.
Yeah, very.
Now that one I haven't seen in a long time.
Still holds up.
I think my favorite thing of that whole movie is just that the guy's name is Michael Bolton. He's like, I appreciate his whole catalog.
Me too. Me too. Like how he upsets the guys when he's like, you can call me Mike. And they're like,
It's one of my favorite lines of all time because it only works in that scenario, but it's absolutely perfect. why should I change my name? He's the one that sucks. That is fucking hilarious. That is so great. Like, objectively, if you met both Michael Boltons, the Office one would be like, yeah, he deserves that name. Like, really? It's great. What a great movie. Fucking The Stapler. What's his name?
I don't even remember.
Milton.
Yeah, Milton.
Milton, yeah.
Lumberg fucked her. That guy's awesome. Dude.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. We broke his back, couple elbows. Lucky bastard.
It's the Jump to Conclusions game. Oh, man. That's great.
Just when he's like,
just that
when they're giving
one
him
shot
promotion.
of like the garage closing and him getting fucking T-boned leaving his house.
Yeah, yeah.
They did that so well. It looks so real.
It was fantastic.
And then when they're like talking about giving him a promotion, he's like, wait, you want to fire Michael and Samir and give me more money? And they're like, yeah.
It's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care. That's a classic too.
Yeah.
I also watched a classic, but a TV show, not a movie.
Oh.
I watched a shitload of Arrested Development.
I've been watching that on and off for a while now too.
Oh, nice. I just started watching Detroiters again, actually, but that's a good one to watch too.
Did you find the one scene I told you about?
No,
It's so
not yet.
good. I looked for it on YouTube and watched it again. It's so funny.
Which scene?
They're like talking to Tim Robinson's character, and they're like, yeah, it was family dinner, and I don't know if it was his brother or his cousin or something. He's like, he gave him a rock bottom, and Tim Robinson's like, that's a finisher. And then it shows, and he's like, this conversation is finished. He's like, no, you're finished. And he goes, rock bottom, and he kicks him, and he lifts him up, and hits him. It's so funny.
Rock bottom. That's a finisher.
They're so over the top. It's so good.
Well, how many hot dogs did you have for lunch? 3. Well, that's the problem. You're starving.
Hot dogs Benedict. I want to make that.
Hot dogs Benedict. That'd be fantastic. I guess it's just eggs Benedict, but with hot dogs instead of ham. Is that what it is?
Yeah, and chili instead of fucking hollandaise.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not even close.
I know, but it looked so good.
It does look good, but that's not even like a Benedict. It's just completely. It's just chili egg dogs.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I never thought to add an egg to a chili dog.
Right? It's probably delicious, dude.
Oh man! So did you play anything besides zombies, Scotchy?
Did I play anything besides zombies? Yeah, I finished the Thing remake.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
Oh,
No.
I didn't even know they made a game of it.
It was, they made a game of it. We did it. We covered it on this podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they remade
Thing.
it, though.
How could I forget?
We covered it back on, December 10th, 2020. We did it back when the fucking PS5 first came out.
Wow,
So
yeah.
I could forgive you for forgetting that one, but they made a brand new remake. I remember reporting on the remake on this podcast and all of us basically having the thought, okay, cool.
Yeah, was it fun?
It felt like an old game. The controls really started to frustrate me. At the end.
That's a bummer.
Like switching weapons and the weapon wheel it's not intuitive at all. And there was no way to pick a control scheme or customize it or change it.
Oh, yeah, so they didn't change any of that.
Did it have the feel of the thing?
Yeah, it did. I mean, it was fun. I white knuckled through it. It was pretty cool. You could go through the game and you run into other soldiers, but you don't know, if they're an alien or not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you need them. You need an engineer to open doors for you. Medics are always nice to have around. You can also have other guys with guns. But you can make a choice to do a blood test on yourself, or you could do a blood test on them. And if it blows up, they turn into the thing and you can shoot them and kill them.
Mm.
And you have to build trust with them. Although the mechanic was a little underbaked. It was a game from the PS2 era. So
Yeah.
it was fun though.
That's good. That's good.
Nice. I played something we talked about not too long ago.
Zombies?
No, Animal Well.
Oh, how'd you think of it?
Nice.
It's good so far.
I wish it would come to PS4 at some point.
I played a lot of it, but then I don't know, I got the remote control and I was like, oh my God, I got to go back through every level.
That's a Metroidvania, dude.
I
You
know.
play them all the time.
I know, but I put it down for a while and I was like,
Man, you've lost your edge.
I just can't. My back is fucking killing me.
Oh,
these
you can't
past
sit down?
Yeah. I can't play it for long.
You need a new couch.
I do.
The couch is
I've been
shit.
saying that for fucking since this
We
podcast
should give away
started.
your couch to a listener who we want to hurt, I guess.
I'm ashamed of my couch.
It's
We'll
like
all sign it.
it's like a 4x8 piece of plywood with a piece of plywood in the back and cushions on it.
No, I'd kill for plywood.
Particle board, baby. Man.
It's like too long for like people who are below 7 feet tall to sit on. Like the space between your knee and where you sit, you can't reach the back of your couch.
Yeah, but it's just it's
So your legs will just be dangling there like a little child?
Or yeah, you either have to put like, I don't know, it's weird. You have to sit on it weird or.
yeah, or it's just too many holes in it too, like too many just lumps. Like, ugh. It's terrible.
I'll never forget when you moved out of the downstairs apartment.
Yeah.
And I remember you moving, and I'm not gonna like blast out where you moved to. Not that was like 4 moves ago, probably.
The one I moved upstairs?
When you moved out of that complex, I remember driving by like the next day and seeing you just threw the whole fucking couch in the dumpster out back. I just saw it sticking out.
No, they left it upstairs, and the people who moved in had to move it out, or like the people like who owned it. Had to get it
really?
out.
Yeah, it was fucking hard to move.
Yeah, you left it there. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do.
I still have your old one downstairs. I should just move that up here.
Yeah, that was much better.
It's so
I fell
much
asleep
more
on that one a
comfortable.
lot. Well, that was like 15 years ago. Who knows what it's like now?
It's not been used.
Yeah, it probably has mice in it.
No, not here.
Oh yeah, you have a cat.
It has dead mice in it.
Yeah, there you go.
I played a game though.
Okay, what'd you play? Why not?
I played this. It was a role playing game called Rise of the Third Power.
Okay.
It's
I'm
kind
not
of
familiar.
It's like it starts out you're like a princess or something, and then this
I am a princess.
like
Aw.
guy's gonna marry you, and you're supposed to unite your kingdoms together, and someone comes in and assassinates your parents,
Oh.
and then
Okay.
you get kidnapped, and it was pretty good. It was kind of like a like some kind of European war game or something. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain.
It's role playing, but it's like a.
It's set in a fictional world, but there's a lot of drama and like politics going on in the background and stuff. And you play as the princess
Is it like a fighter?
who they kind of, yeah.
Like hack and slash?
Oh, no,
or
not hack and slash,
turn-based?
turn-based.
Okay.
It's turn-based.
Okay.
But you play as the princess and you're trying to, everybody thinks you got killed on the day that your parents died.
Oh.
And so you're going to try and find out who broke in the entire time and stop the people who took over the country that you're supposed to be ruling. It was pretty good. It was interesting. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it sounds like a neat story.
It was a very good story, but I mean, it would be hours of video for you guys to watch.
Yeah, because it's almost all story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had fun with it. It was a good game. Anybody who likes RPGs, indie RPGs, try Rise of the Third Power.
Okay. Rise of the Third Power.
You aren't going to play it, man.
Well, I was repeating it so other people can
okay. All right.
remember which game you were talking about.
Yep.
I probably won't play it, but I will say I've already played more games this year than I did all of last year.
Yeah, you didn't play shit last year, right?
I know. It was really sad. I was looking back to get my top 5, and I'm like, well, there's 6 on this list. Or like maybe 8 or something like that. I've already played 9.
Ah.
Good
But
stuff.
I have to go back to Inscription and Silent Hill 2 remake. I got to finish those up.
Oh, yeah. True that.
How long does Inscription take?
Depends. It probably will take a while. No offense.
I just got, I just edited this video, but I just got the dagger and got that eyeball, and now
Oh,
can see with
nice.
ancestral vision.
Oh, that's all you need to beat the first part, but you actually have to go through the game and beat it.
Yeah, I just got the dagger and used it and figure out what it did. I was looking at the trophies and I got real confused because they didn't make any sense about anything.
You aren't going to get the
Yeah,
platinum. Don't
dude.
even bother.
I don't think I have that many. Probably like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I don't know how many I have either.
But is there like an end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should do it on stream or if I should just do it in my time.
Whatever. Just do it.
Well, because Adam Falls coming out soon. Might be streaming that as well. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to see what happens out there.
And when you put the video up, I was going to highlight the part that was when you were like, where's this code? And you open it up and it's right there. I found it
Oh,
and I
I
laughed
did.
to myself.
Yeah, I did in the edit. I definitely emphasized that shortcoming.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't.
When does, that video, I think that's out already.
It is. It definitely is.
Yeah, it is.
I looked it on the YouTube.
Yeah, it's real fun to edit them for 12 plus hours, and so far it's got 3 views. But it'll go up. It'll go up.
Oh, it's going to skyrocket.
Hey,
Any
you got to
day
put in
now.
the work, man.
You're right. Gotta pay your dues, right?
I guess. Some people don't, but yeah.
Well, we don't need to get into that. Let's just move into the vibe check or whatever.
Just check it out.
I have 28 trophies in inscription.
Oh. Good for you. How many do I have?
I don't know.
Check them against mine.
It's difficult to do here.
Right. So what's in the vibe?
Did you guys hear about this South Park lawsuit? It explains why we've had all these weird episode releases.
No.
Okay. So this is like a whole thing that's been going on since like 5 years now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to run this down as best I can understand it. But back in 2019, South Park signed an exclusive deal with HBO.
Okay.
Okay. And when they're doing, like, they started making new shows and COVID hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slowed down everything, stopped everything. So the first season that was actually on HBO was only 2 48-minute TV specials. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Matt Stone and Trey Parker, they negotiate with Paramount Plus for rights to the TV specials. Now, they clarified that Paramount is not getting movies. They're just getting the TV specials. So they
All
released
right.
2 more 48-minute specials on Paramount Plus, and then the next season HBO is supposed to get is only 6 episodes. And they figured it'd be 10 because up until now, every season has been at least 10 episodes.
Yeah.
So then they do 2 more TV specials on Plus, and then another 6-episode season, and now HBO is suing the pants off them, arguing that it was implied that the specials will be part of the seasons they got, and the reduced episode count is unfair.
Oh, is it unfair, HBO?
And now South Park is arguing that the specials don't count as regular season episodes, despite the first HBO season only consisting of 2 special episodes.
Yeah.
So there's no resolution yet, but
Whatever.
Well, that sounds like a bunch of lawyer speak.
Yeah. I honestly checked out.
they signed 2 exclusivity deals. One for episodes of South Park, one for TV specials of South Park.
Why don't you just explain that the first way?
Well, HBO felt that they got
Shafted
on the deal.
Yeah. Okay. Now it was a lot easier to understand.
It's because you weren't listening.
I wasn't. You have 28 trophies in
I
inscription too.
don't care.
All right, we got it. We got there. Oh yeah, by the way, that
I do care. I was looking it up.
You have 1 more silver than me and 1 less bronze.
All right.
the deal that they signed with Paramount Plus to produce the 14 special events was $900 million.
Jesus. 14 specials.
So like 14, I guess 48-minute-ish episode stories, whatever.
And they've only done like 3 or 4 so far.
Yeah, but if you go to Paramount Plus, you can see all the episodes. So I'm not sure what the hell's going on, but the law is involved.
Yeah. Isn't that why they had the streaming wars episodes?
I assume so, right?
Sounds like
Or
it.
was that just throwing it in HBO's face? I don't know what that was.
I don't remember.
It was something about, they put boats on and they had to pay downstream or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what's going on. That's why they've been releasing weird hour-long things instead of seasons of the TV show.
Just to get around doing episodes for HBO.
I guess. Like,
Why don't they just do the fucking episodes?
do these people are they employed all year? Do they work on other things?
I
They
assume
must, right?
do.
Who?
People who do
South
it.
Park Studios, which is owned by Trey and Matt.
Yeah.
They're the people that make South Park.
Maybe they just pay them well enough.
I wonder, is it like a teacher thing where it's like, all right, these 2 months we need you, the rest go fuck off,
Yeah, maybe it's salary.
or go fucking make us another shitty video game. Speaking
Wow.
of games, Tony Hawk 3 and 4 remaster have been announced.
Remaster?
Yeah, remember how 1 and 2 came out again
Yeah.
a couple months ago, years ago?
Years ago now.
I don't remember 3 and 4.
I don't remember them at all, but
I don't either.
I thought they were new games. That's why they.
That's what I thought.
no, they were from the PS2 era. They were right before they rebranded as Underground.
Must have been bored of them then too.
Yeah.
Well, they only said that Bam Margera is not going to be in any of them.
What was he in them originally?
Yeah, we
Yes.
did that one game with him, right?
Oh yeah, that was Underground, now wasn't it?
Correct. But he was in games before Underground
Right.
as like a skater character. Not so much a story-driven thing like Underground was.
Okay. Well, if I don't remember Tony Hawk 3. Oh, actually, yeah, that was one of my favorite ones.
Nice.
Is that the one where you could create your own characters and your own moves?
I think so.
That was pretty dope.
I remember definitely playing 3, but I don't remember 4 at all.
No, me neither. But yeah, I do remember 3 being really good.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I don't think you could make your own moves in 2, so I think because I did spend a lot of time making moves.
Well, they're coming out. How about that? That was the secret thing. I think we talked about a secret Tony Hawk announcement at some point, but that's what actually happened.
Okay. I don't know. I doubt I'll get it.
Oh, there's no way.
I bought 1 and 2 and I fucking never played
I
them.
played them and then yeah.
Same here. I had the hype and I played them for a little bit and I'm like, I don't want to do this.
I even beat them and I was like, no, I'm done. That's good enough.
Yeah. What else is there to do? You beat it with somebody else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you play the game.
And then last piece of news I have is RoboCop Rogue City. You remember me talking about that game, the first person
Yes.
RoboCop game?
Yes.
It was awesome. They're getting a sequel. So that's exciting.
I thought you were going to say it was free.
Not yet. I think it's on sale.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it to be free.
It's a great game. I highly recommend, especially at like $20 or less for sure.
Okay.
I paid like 40, I think, and I was like, it's a little high, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
All right. Yeah. Fucking A, man. Check
But
it
that's
out.
all I got for the Plotty Time vibe check. All right, gentlemen, let's get into the game. How about it?
Let's.
All right.
This week, we are talking about a sequel to a game that we actually did cover way back in
February 2001.
Season 1. September 2020.
November 21st, 2019.
Oh, the year off.
You were so close.
Wow, was that season 1? I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
season 1 was 2020 for some reason, but that was already COVID.
Yep.
We did give it a score. Won't say it. It's in front of me, but I don't want to let that poison
Yeah,
my
yeah.
score
Don't-
for this,
yeah.
obviously. So we're doing, did I even say the name of the game? We're doing Bloodrayne 2.
I think you did.
It was released October 12th, 2004. The other video games that were released around this time, October 4th, 2004 was Tony Hawk Underground 2, which was a game we covered.
Oh, yes.
October 5th, 2004, Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Loud.
Nice. Did you play that game?
Of course it did.
I don't remember. October 11th, 2004 was Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne.
Oh, excellent game.
Oh, tell me about it.
Fucking fantastic.
That was for you, Syintist. I remember you saying those three words together.
Shin Megami Tensei.
Yes.
SMT for short.
No,
Okay, SMT Nocturne.
Nocturne.
And then
is the
October
demon
26th,
thing.
2004, a little known game, barely got any recognition. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas came out.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, that must have been the one in between.
I
Yeah.
played the fuck out of that game. All right, this box office that week, October 12th, 2004. Number 5, The Forgotten.
Forgot it. Boom.
Nice. I think, is that
Got
one
him.
with, oh goodness, what's her name? The redheaded lady who was in The Big Lebowski. Was she in The
Julianne
Big Lebowski?
Moore?
Yes.
Forgotten? I don't know. 2004? Oh, it is Julianne Moore.
Nice.
Oh, the kid.
Nailed it.
Okay. Yeah.
Good shit.
I've seen that one. It's not a bad movie, actually.
What happened?
She, her kid goes missing and she like goes to find it and people keep telling her that it never existed. Like, you don't have a kid.
So it's like that one on the plane.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then number 4, Taxi.
Definitely didn't see that.
You didn't see the Queen Latifah, Jimmy Fallon team up for the movie Taxi?
I never knew they even teamed up. But
Yeah.
now that they're both in it, sounds interesting.
How was that number 4 and I didn't know?
Right. And then number 3 that week, Ladder 49.
That's a
Ooh.
firefighter movie, right?
Sure
Definitely
is.
Is it a 9/11 fighter
I
movie?
think so. Never saw it.
I've only ever seen Tower 2
2004
or
American disaster thriller film
John
follows a
Travolta
Baltimore
and Joaquin
firefighter trapped inside a warehouse fire and his recollection of events that got him to that point. Oh, yeah. I remember hearing about that.
Never seen it though.
Number 2 that week, Friday Night Lights. Which is a
Yeah,
great
I've seen
movie.
it.
That's blast from the past.
Yeah, I saw it in like a hotel by accident.
Is that the
Like I
one
was
with?
flipping
It's not the
through
one with-
channels and I saw Billy Bob and I'm like, what is this movie?
Yeah, that's
With Dawson?
Yeah, the Beak.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you're thinking of Varsity Blues.
Oh, yes, I am.
And what's
Yes, I
Friday
am.
Night Lights?
The same
Friday Night
thing.
Lights was Billy Bob.
I thought I could have sworn that was.
Okay, it's a movie and they made a very famous TV show.
Oh, Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob is the center in.
Oh, is that where we're getting confused? I meant Billy Bob Thornton.
Okay.
All
All right.
Oh wow.
All right, we were parallel thought there. We got
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I was going by character name. You were going by the actor name. All right.
There was the TV show Friday Night Lights, which had, I think, little to do with this, or maybe the first season was the main story, but the movie is about like a West Texas state football championship game that like was absolutely fucking nuts. They scored like 24 points in the last minute and a half or something like that.
Oh, was it a true story?
Yeah, it's a true
Okay.
story.
Oh, so I don't see how that's fun if you know how the game ends.
I didn't know anything about it, and I just thought
Oh.
it was done very well.
Okay.
It was by Peter Berg. Didn't he do like? Oh, he didn't do Zero Dark 30. He did one of those.
But I mean,
War
it's,
movies.
Black Hawk Down.
it's a lot like Remember the Titans, but Remember the Titans is better. That was a true story, but
I don't
still
know.
good to watch, I guess.
I guess if you're into football movies.
And then number 1, Shark Tale.
Oh shit. Never seen it.
Nah, I don't
Me
even know
neither.
what that is. Is that a cartoon?
Yeah.
Animated
Yeah,
one?
it's a Pixar one, right?
Yeah.
I think about a shark.
Yeah, with Will Smith and Robert De Niro, apparently.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I'll be
sure
damned.
Scotty Ox helped write that too.
Renee Zellweger, Angelina Jolie, Jack Black, Martin Scorsese, Ziggy Marley.
Oh yeah, we've all seen it.
Yeah.
And then this day in history, October 1st, or I guess around this time in history, October 1st, 2004, Ichiro Suzuki, playing for the MLB's Seattle Mariners, breaks George Sisler's 84-year-old record for number of hits in a season.
Dude, he was so good. It was
It was
crazy.
like 260 something like that hits
Yeah.
in a season. That's fucking nuts.
Ichiro.
Dude, he finished his career with an over 300 something batter average, didn't he? Like,
Yeah, he would have definitely broken Pete. Well, I don't want to say definitely. You never know, but he would have broken Pete Rose's hit record if he didn't come to the MLB at like 28 already.
Yeah, he played 10 years in Japan first. But
Yeah,
didn't
he's
he,
26 or 28. But
like I saw something the other day about him actually like in his like second at bat, he got a hit in all of Major League Baseball or something. In his second at bat, he got a hit. And it was since then he never dipped below a 300 batting average or something crazy like that.
that's
Oh,
insane.
That's wild.
I remember they had a story about him where they were like, Scott Cervase, I think was the coach at the time. Maybe. I don't remember. But he was like, hey, Ichiro, he's a smaller guy. And, he's a leadoff hitter. His job's to get on base. And he's like, can you put one out? And then in batting practice, he put out like 6 in a row. Like he could do whatever he wants.
That's awesome.
But also, sadder news. October 10th, 2004, Christopher Reeve, who played Superman, passes away.
yeah.
It seems like it was more recent than 21 years ago.
I actually thought he was dead longer than that.
No. You only thought he was dead after he fell off his horse. You're like, he's paralyzed. He's dead to me. I remember you saying that.
You remember him saying that?
Yeah.
Might have said it.
All right, well, Bloodrayne 2 was released for PS2, Xbox, and PC, developed by Terminal Reality, published by Majesco Sales. It is a hack and slash vampire sim.
Sure.
Dr. Syintist, you picked it, so how about you lead us into the game and tell us what it's all about?
Technically, isn't it a damn Pierce sim?
Well, you got me there.
Yeah.
We are the most
Got
accurate
'em.
podcast in the game, so it's important that we correct ourselves.
All right.
Well, if you don't remember what happened in the first game, you should go back and listen to our podcast.
Oh, we were killing
I'm
it.
sure we were experts then.
And I'm sure it sounds great,
Yep.
by the way.
Oh, I bet.
The audio's fantastic. But this one opens up with our main character, Rain, from the name Bloodrayne. She is a Dampier, and she's in a car with a dude named Severin, who he works for a company, I don't know, or an organization called Brimstone, which is used to hunting vampires. So they're kind of working together to do this. And they end up going to like this high scale New York elite party. And
On Halloween.
yeah,
Whoa.
because she's been hunting down the cult of Kagan, who we'll get to who he is then in a second. And it's run by a guy named Zarensky, and they're having this party here, and she tracked them all here. And so she's like going around, she breaks her way into a room, and there's like culty stuff going on, I guess, from the thing. And she finds a painting of the guy named Kagan, and she like starts talking about all stuff, and it kind of flashes back to a thing where she runs into the man named Kagan, who apparently is the guy who raped and then killed her mom, which made her the Dampier, and he like eliminated her whole family. So she's just trying to get back at him.
Yeah, but she wasn't special. She says he does that to all of them.
Yeah.
Before you get into it, I was really surprised that this whole story is just revenge.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of the whole
shouldn't say
thing.
surprised, but
Yeah.
like she doesn't care. Bloodrayne doesn't care about saving humanity whatsoever. She's like, I really don't give a shit about any of those people. I'm going to go kill this guy.
Gotta respect her for that.
Well, she's just trying to kill all his family now.
Yeah, that's.
It's like an eye for an eye. Yeah. Total
Sure,
revenge. Yep.
But this flashback didn't happen in the first game, but happened immediately after.
Okay. I was wondering where it came from. I was like, I don't remember this.
But yeah, she goes in and she gets Kagan, and he's there with some other guy. And the other guy is named Sir Tremaine, who I believe you play alongside in the first one. And he has a grenade, and boom. And then she's like, oh, he must be dead, because grenades famously kill vampires.
I wrote down he was killed by an exploding scientist.
Yeah, he was.
Nice.
So she vowed revenge on his entire vampire lineage. So that's basically the backstop to this whole game, the backstory.
All right.
So you're back at Zarensky's house, and you're going around. You find these guns called the Carpathian Dragons, which use the Dampier's blood as bullets.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew about those before this game.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, actually.
Was that in Vampire Survivors you learned that?
No, I was doing some background on Vigo the Carpathian, and he made these guns.
Oh, nice.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. You're right. So while she's walking around, you hear this like Zarensky ends up killing all the guests in the hotel. He's like, hey, everybody, and then just kills them.
Classic
Sure.
Zarensky party.
Yeah. If I had a nickel. But Rain like tracks him down, and she goes to like run at him, and he turns into bats and flies away. So you chase these bats, and eventually Rain finds Zarensky, gets him, and kills him. That's one part of revenge down.
Yes, because was he a son of
Yeah.
Kagan?
Kagan made him, I guess, eventually.
Okay.
And she also finds like a whole family tree of Kagan's vampires, which makes her job a lot easier, I guess, later.
Yeah, if she never found that, she'd be like, I don't know who to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May just kill all vampires.
Yeah.
But she also finds out that all of Kagan's offspring are converging on this city for some reason, and she doesn't know why yet. But they're all coming to her, so it makes her job easier of revenge.
Yeah, she's stoked.
Like, she never thinks to, like, why would they all be coming here? The immediate thought is, oh, great, they're coming here. I can kill them all in the same spot.
It's like, oh, it must be a family reunion. Let's do
It's
this.
a one-track mind. I like it.
Yeah.
So she starts following some more vampires, and she comes across these guys in, I think, sewers, maybe? I don't know. And there's like a fat guy hanging on some stakes and stuff that they're just using for blood, like a blood farm. They're just farming blood from them.
Is this the guy that Zerks made?
Yeah.
Okay. So I wrote genetically altered human blood pig.
That's basically what it is. And then
I was putting together a theory that this is a prequel to True Blood. Like, this is how they make that synthetic blood stuff.
Oh.
Is it
for the
synthetic
show?
blood if it comes from a person?
No, you're right.
Well, it's the genesis of the idea. You see, they didn't start at the end, right? You know, there were iterations. It's a loose theory. I'm working on it.
All right.
That's fair.
And you also see these enemies, and they're talking about the coming long winter and stuff, whatever. And as you're going around you find out that people can't find the mayor or anybody else who's ruling the city because I think Zelensky killed them all.
No. Was the mayor at the party? Maybe.
Probably. So you also find out that everybody else in the town is like rioting and the town's going to hell because I guess that's what you do when thugs are attacking everybody. We all know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
So Severin calls Rain on phone, I guess. I don't know. And he's like, yeah, I found activity at a place called Ray Ray Meats. You should there's vampires there. It's probably a trap. And Rain's like, I'm going because I got to kill some people.
I love traps. Let's do it.
Yep. So she goes to Ray Ray Meats, gets inside, and then she's attacked by these enemies called Kestrels, which are just, I guess, powerful vampire assassin type things.
Right.
Yes.
They're just a better enemy than the regular vampires.
Yeah, they're just stronger enemies.
Who is the group that Ra's al Ghul's the head of in Batman? Shadow
Cult of-
Legion?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, it reminded me very much of them from the Batman Arkham City game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you like go around, kill more vampires, and you find out the vampires are jumping cops, everything's going to town, you fight more Kestrels, and you also find out that the Kestrels are stealing civilians and taking them somewhere, just probably an El Salvadoran prison or something, who knows.
Oh.
Again, Rain doesn't give a fuck that people are getting taken.
She just wants to see where the Kestrels are going so she can kill more Kestrels.
Exactly. No, like, people are dying, don't give a shit, but they want them for something. Let's see what that is.
Yeah. So she follows them and ends up at Club Vampire, which every vampire movie or game has.
Right.
Sure. Ever since Blade, I mean, the blood fountains.
That was a great scene.
Yeah. So you kill a bunch of vampires in the Club Vampire, and you end up coming across it's obviously an important vampire named Ephemera.
Oh.
And you start chasing her, and she's running away, and you're chasing her. She has weird shadow powers where she can like disappear in the shadows and come back.
Yeah, she was pretty neat.
Yeah.
I liked her voice too, how it was like a voice and an echo at the same time.
Yeah. So you chase her to this clock tower, you fight her a little bit, and then the clock tower blows up.
As clock towers are
As
known
clock
to do.
towers do.
Sure.
Save that clock tower.
Nice.
So that collapses, and Rain ends up in the sewers. And of course, he talks to Severin again.
Was Severin actually there? Was he like projecting?
I don't know. He was talking to her somehow. They must have had like walkie-talkies or something. 2004. I don't know if they had. I guess they did have cell phones.
I don't know. It looked like he was like projecting in her mind his own.
Could be. He is part of Brimstone.
It felt like a vampire familiar connection thing.
Right.
Is he the familiar? I guess they never really went into that. He's just helping.
They could do kind of explain where he is, but we'll get to that when it happens.
Yeah.
Okay, not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. So he's like saying that, hey, the cops can't keep up with this, and vampires are just out killing people, not even trying to hide it anymore.
Yeah.
So Rain fights her way through the sewers, and she comes across a giant sewer vampire. I mean, giant, like several stories tall giant.
Yeah, like
Sure.
a demon-looking motherfucker.
Yeah. And she talks about her children being gone and demands a return. Her name is Slez.
Like it.
Yeah. She reminded me a lot of Clotho from God of War 2.
Okay.
That's what she reminded me of. Like that big, just...
She reminded me of a Babylonian winged shakab.
Oh, because that's what she was,
What?
actually. She was an ancient vampire known as a shakab. And then then of course the vampires start being suicide bombers for some reason. So that enemy shows up.
To give you a reason to throw them. Because you're
Yeah.
throwing people the whole game.
Yeah, well, watching someone play it, they just grab people and throw them into fires or at other things. Most of the time when you have to blow someone up, you throw vampires at them until they blow up.
Yeah, because I wrote here when you're stuck in the club, you throw people in the exhaust fan until it blows up. And I was like, oh, that's neat. And then the next scene, you're throwing people into a dump truck until it blows up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Guess you do it all the time.
The old throw and blow, as they call it.
So eventually you throw enough people at Slez that it opens up a hole into her and Rain goes in and rips her heart out.
Nice.
Then it cuts to a scene quick of Ephemera and Pharrell, who is another important, powerful female vampire. And they're talking about doing stuff. And he's like, we're all ready to go. Everything's set up. We're going to take over the cult of Kagan.
What?
And they're like, yeah, we'll do that. And then dun, dun, dun. So then you do some more running around, killing vampires. You eventually run into Ephemera again.
Oh, yeah? You're not going to talk about Severin or nothing.
Well, maybe, because you find out at this point that Severin was like, I don't know if Ephemera was grooming him to be a vampire or
Yeah,
of some kind of familiar or something, but Rain saved him from Ephemera.
sounds like she had him in like some type of trance and then Rain broke that trance.
Yeah, some sort. It's the quick explanation, I guess, so Severin's not completely out of the loop here.
Right.
And of course, Ephemera's talking about being a goddess and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, Severin tells you got to go to Chemical Row because shit's happening there.
Okay.
There's a place called Chemical Row. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it like the docks? It's like the chemical district? Like,
Yeah.
what are we?
I guess the Chemical District.
Yeah.
It
Down
seems
one of
like
those
some more
factories
Batman
just
shit.
create. Yeah, exactly.
Then there's this other scene here, quick, that has Pharrell and a new vampire guy. Well, his name is Xerx. He's kind of like a scientist, mad scientist vampire guy. And they're talking about running tests on the shroud and that their plan is to make the shroud so vampires can walk around during the day. And they're going to cover the city and eventually destroy all mankind.
Ah, classic. Wouldn't they die?
That's what I was thinking. That's their food.
But then he made those.
Yeah, so that they have those
pigs,
other,
too.
yeah. It's kind of like the Matrix. Where they just
Yeah.
keep them for batteries, I guess.
Right.
And this Chemical Row is where they're making this shroud stuff. So Rain goes and tries to shut it down. Eventually, she chases Pharrell through all this chemical plant, and she ends up fighting her. And you stop all the pumps from spewing shroud into the sky,
Oh, thank God.
and everything blows up. And you're kind of covered in garbage and stuff. And this guy shows up, with Ephemera, and like, Pharrell, you were going to betray me. That's not cool.
What?
So Ephemera stabs Pharrell in the back, and literally, and then lifts her over her head and throws her off the top of this building.
Oh, shit. Who was that guy?
I don't know. Who do you think it is? Somebody important. We don't know yet, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, go on then.
Well, you'll find out in a second because Rain tastes the blood that's left on the ground, and he's
Okay.
like, "That's Kagan. He's
Oh,
alive.
shit.
Oh, no.
And she's not scared. She's like, yes.
I can finally kill him myself instead of thinking he was dead this whole time." And he's kind of like infected with these like crystalline growths from, I forget what that was called. I have it somewhere in my notes, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just love how she's like, she's not disappointed. She's not like, oh shit, he's alive. Oh no, what are we going to do? It's, yes, now I get to fucking kill him.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, oh, I'm killing your whole family. I'm going to kill you now, too.
It's so exciting. I'm so thrilled.
By this time, you were too late shutting down all the pumps, so the shroud is engulfing the city, and all the vampires are going wild during the day now all the time. And it's funny because those vampires are set loose, and then all of a sudden buildings start collapsing. They're like blowing up buildings and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like he did that on purpose. He's like, watch this. And it felt like
Felt like Fight Club.
Fight Club scene. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I was
just like,
gonna
hey,
say.
watch these buildings fall. And Severin says he can't contact Brimstone. He doesn't know if someone attacked them and killed them all, or if they're blocking contact. He can't get a hold of them anymore.
Could just be the Shroud doing it, too.
Yeah, it could be. It could be the Shroud stopping communication. He's like, we should probably get out of here and regroup. And Rain's like, nah, we got vampires to kill.
Like, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm killing
He's
these
like, see that
motherfuckers."
one building that didn't fall? That's got to be where Kagan is. We're headed that way. We're going to go through this park.
Brilliant.
Kind of gave away the game there, right? Though,
Like
blowing up
keeping that
every
one-
building except yours.
Yeah.
Well, they said that. Like, they said it was like there's the only one, but when they showed scenes, there were other buildings still standing. So I don't know exactly if it was just a mistake on their part.
It was just the one around the ones that fell.
Maybe.
Like, I don't know. It was just whatever.
So you fight and kill some vampires in this park, and you end up in an aquarium, which I guess was between you and Kagan's tower.
Mhm.
And here you run into Ephemera again, and you fight her, and you eventually kill her.
Oh, no.
And then you run into Pharrell, who apparently is a vampire who survived a fall off a building.
Oh, my God. Did she come back like
damn.
a zombie or something?
I don't know. I think she's just a vampire.
I thought she was a zombie, and she came back with a horde of zombies.
Well, I thought she was just making more vampires.
Oh, I thought it was like some type of more lore that they didn't really go into, but like, oh, okay, maybe.
No, I assume because I don't know if being thrown off a building is going to kill a vampire anyway.
She was stabbed through the heart, though.
Yeah, but I think she survived.
Yeah, either way, she's alive now.
Yeah, she's making more vampires or zombies, whatever. And they have this plan to attack Kagan's tower. So all these vampires are getting in these helicopters and flying at the tower. And Rain's like, I'm going to take a ride along with them. So she like jumps underneath the helicopter and gets flown there.
Of course.
Sure.
Does she make it?
Well, it cuts to a scene quick of Zerx and Kagan talking. And Zerx is like, hey, man, Kagan, I made all those sun guns you were talking about. And he's like, that's pretty cool. Let's use them. And then you see like rays of sunlight start hitting all the helicopters and killing the vampires in them.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So they were vampires, not zombies then.
Yeah. I don't know if the sun gun opens up holes in the shroud or if it shoots sun gun ammo.
I think it uses whatever crystals are in Kagan to make.
Oh, maybe. I don't remember what they were. I thought I wrote it down, but I can't find it.
Yeah, it was some type of crystal. I don't remember what it was.
Whatever it is, it makes sunlight attack these copters and the helicopters crash. Mark your bingo board. There's a helicopter crash.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
But Rain survives and she runs into Zerx.
Just happens to crash in the building right at his feet.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember why I wrote this, but it's like he's like third from the top. He's like third most in charge vampire, and he's like, fuck off. Whatever.
Yeah, I think Severin tells you that. He's like, oh, he's a high up.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Severin says he's the third from the top.
Right.
And she's just like, fuck off.
Fuck that. I'm going to kill him then.
You're going to kill him anyway. It doesn't matter. So your killers guys are running around using sun guns to attack her and stuff. So you go around killing them. And eventually you chase Zerx and through this building, whatever. And you eventually come across an Unraveler boss, which is kind of like a spider boss. Mark that off on your bingo board.
Yeah, that was a neat looking boss.
Yeah, you have to like kind of go and throw things at him.
Yeah.
It's also something you throw things at him. And you run into Pharrell and she's like, I'm going to kill Kagan. But then she gets hit by the sun gun and Zerx starts laughing.
Yeah, Zerx's like, hey, I know you ain't.
Oh, here I have it written down with Zerx because he had made this Vesper shard suit, which is the things that are somehow happened to Kagan. Must have happened in an explosion somewhere. I don't know.
Wasn't it made out of people too?
Yeah, it was kind of like a human armor Vesper suit thing.
Human mache.
Yeah.
Instead of paper mache.
Human mache. I like that.
And eventually you kill him. And so that's Zerx down. And then you're like, oh, the only one left is Kagan. So you walk into his room. And he's, of course, sitting on like a throne or whatever. Doesn't matter. You had this fight. And then watching the game, he seemed like kind of a bitch compared to the other bosses.
Dude, that's what I was going to say. Like the fucking Unraveler looked like the hardest boss in the game.
And Zerx looked like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Then you fight this guy, and it took him like 30 seconds in the game to kill him. It was an easy fight. She cuts off his head, and I guess that's it. She finally gets her revenge against Kagan and his whole family.
Boom.
And Severin's like, hey, man, this city's still in chaos. Maybe we can fix it. And then she's like, oh, there's probably more vampires out there. We should probably go kill them. And then that's kind of like the end. Maybe it's a setup for Bloodrayne 3. I don't even know if there is one. Maybe there is. But that's it.
I like how he's like, well, I thought you killing him and it would all just go back to normal, but it's still out there. The shroud's still in the sky.
Yeah. The sun's still blocked out. And there's probably other vampires there. And then there's like a post-credit scene, I guess.
Where they show
other vampires are like looking. Yeah. And they're all in shady outfits.
It's like the vampire lords.
The Lords of Shadow.
And then there's also, they show Brimstone's actually still out there too.
Yeah. Saving people. Killing vamps.
Shit, yeah.
So that was it. That was the whole game of revenge.
There was never a Bloodrayne 3.
That's a bummer.
There was Bloodrayne Betrayal, which is a 2D side-scrolling action game released in 2011 for PS3.
I remember that.
That sounds fun.
I think I have that.
And then there was Bloodrayne Terminal Cut,
which is just
that's a remake.
That's a remake.
Yeah, it's a remake. And then they remade Bloodrayne 2 Terminal Cut, and then they re-released them again as Bloodrayne Revamped and Bloodrayne 2 Revamped.
So as far as the series goes, there's still the Shroud, and there's still vampires running around.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll make another one.
There's been 8 releases, and they are the same 3 games.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Did they? Did we see Brimstone in the first game?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Because I saw them and I was like, oh my God, they look like fucking the Brotherhood.
Well, this is all. Well, the first game happened, and then as soon after the first game, her flashback happens where Kagan blows up with a grenade.
Right.
And then it's like 70 years later, she tracked them down to this town.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, Brimstone was an organization in the first one. Yeah.
Was it?
They were there.
I don't know.
I remember them looking like the fucking Brotherhood with crazy power weapons.
I'm getting this confused with that game that was like Pandora's Box in New York.
Legendary.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm getting that confused with the original Bloodrayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original Bloodrayne, I believe, was it around World War II?
Yes.
Oh,
Like 1938.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Now that you say it. Neat.
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 All right, so that's it. That's the game. We did it. We're better people. Let's go ahead and move into final thoughts.
Let's.
And we'll start with you, Sir Chump Slap.
Okay.
Did watching this video make you want to play the second Bloodrayne?
Oh.
Did the story work for you, or was it just a huge pain?
Oh.
And what score out of 27 stars you think you'd lend your name? I've had way worse.
Yeah. Not bad.
I think that's satisfactory.
Yeah. I'll give it a C.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take a C.
Did I want to play it? No. I mean, game looked good and all, especially like the revamp version and all, but combat looked so repetitive. I mean, I saw you just kept unlocking new things you could do, but I feel like it's one of those games like you just unlock all this shit, but you still only use the same 3 things. But you know, it could just be the way I play shit. I don't know. I didn't want to play it though. Did the story work for me? I dug it. I like how she was just out for revenge. How it took her so long to find all these vampires, I don't know.
I think she was just killing vampires the whole time and then just ran across this. I don't know.
Yeah, like she was killing them here and there, but then she's like, holy shit, the mother load. And they just had a good old time slashing vampires up. So yeah, that was neat. I liked how the ending, she didn't save humanity. She didn't do anything. She just got her revenge. And she's like, yeah, I killed the guy who killed my family. I feel great.
Story's closed.
Yep. As far as she's concerned. But then her buddy Severin's like, yeah, maybe we should go kill more vampires. And she's like, sure, fucking, let's do it.
There you go, killing again.
Yeah. I mean, all the characters they stood out, like they're all different, interesting, but it was basic, just revenge plot. So out of 27 stars, I'm going to slap it with, I don't know. I didn't write a score. I'm going to slap it with a 6.
Ah.
I dug it. I like the characters. I like the whole idea. The whole feel was nice. Yeah, I'll give it a 6.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
So you need some questions there, Scotchy? You want to answer something?
That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay. Did watching this video make you want to rock the Carpathian dragons?
Oh, you wrote that ahead of time, didn't you?
No, I was just looking and I saw it.
Gotta run a dragon, though.
Was the story pretty good or was it really just lagging?
Okay.
And out of 27 stars, how many is this game snagging?
Man,
Nice.
that's a top 5er.
That's put me to
Could be the
shame. Mine
best
looks like
one.
shit.
Man, give him an extra week of practice. And
Yeah, right.
He really crushes it. Okay. Did watching this make me want to play it? Not really. I like myself a good hack and slash here and there. I mean, they're fun. You jump in, you kill a bunch of things, gory as hell, maybe throw some magic in there. Who doesn't love it, right? But I don't know. I just got through the Thing remake, and those controllers were like a little bit better than they were on PS2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whoa, so probably not. Did the story work for me? So there were things I liked about it and things I didn't really care for. I liked how this is a revenge story and that's fucking it. And if you don't like it, then don't play this game. It is Rain killing the people that killed her family. There's this whole sub story about sun guns and blood people for farming blood cows.
Yeah.
No one gives Ray does not give a shit about any of that. She's like, I don't care. Make them twice. Do whatever you gotta do. This man's gonna die. So I like that to a sense, but it really, part of that was just weird to me because our protagonist was going out just for revenge when there was this whole like Avengers level event happening.
Yeah, for real.
And the hero of our story is like, I mean, I might stop it inadvertently. All that matters is this man dies. So I don't know. Seems a little extraneous. So what score would I give it based out of 27 stars? I'm going to go with the 5.
Ah.
Okay. All right.
It had parts to love, but the characters, I mean, you got the main guy, you got Rain, you got her handler. And then outside of that, I mean, Zerk, sure. I got Ephemera and the other one mixed up because they were just 2 overly sexualized vampires.
That's in your head.
Yeah. I thought they were quite distinguishable, actually.
Yeah. Ephemera had things on her eyes.
She also had shadow powers.
I also didn't really get from the video that their names were Ephemera and Feral until I watched the subtitles and read the wiki. I'm like, oh, that's what they're saying.
Oh,
I
yeah.
always have subtitles on, man.
She had cool tattoos that just kept moving.
Like Rorschach.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but there you go. 5.
All right.
Dr. Scientist, it's your turn.
Shoot us your questions.
I don't know. Do we dare tempt fate and see if Chump Slap's on a roll?
I'll do it.
All right.
Oh, I like the confidence.
All right. Did watching this video make you want to play Rain, Blood?
That's a Scotchy move if I've ever heard one.
Was this story all there, or was it pretty good? And out of 27 stars, how much did this game understood?
That was definitely Scotchy.
I
I
fucked up.
No, that's what you were doing. You were doing an impersonation of me. Otherwise, I would have had to do it. So.
Exactly.
Would I play it? Probably not. It didn't look exciting, really. Did the story work for me? I thought it was all right. I do kind of like how Rain is just like ignoring everything that's going on, and the bloodlust is keeping her going. I think the background story was kind of cool. Vampires trying to blot out the sun. I mean, it's an old Simpsons thing, but it seemed like more a metaphor of like expanding fascism in the world, covering everybody. You'll probably see that everywhere now when you look at things.
It might be a product of the times.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention it too, but there's something in the vampire universe that can make vampires walk in daytime. Like we've heard that one before.
Yeah, and they're going to do. We probably did vampire games where this was the plot of the evil bad guy for the entire thing already.
Right.
But
Probably, I remember it from Buffy. They had like a ring that could make vampires walk throughout like the sun.
that's from the Vampire Diaries too.
Yeah, there's always one.
Yeah.
But anyway,
And I think Twilight, they have rings. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, it was It wasn't anything great. I don't remember the first game if it was better or not, but I gave it 6 stars.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought we might have got a perfect 6, but Scotchy gave it 5.
that gives us a total of 17, which is 8.5 better than we gave Bloodrayne the first time. We gave Bloodrayne 1 an 8.5 total.
Oh, okay.
Double the score for the sequel.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Man, they should do the other one. It'll be like 34 points. That's probably a top 5er.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind another Bloodrayne game.
No, it'd be neat. Just like if she had to go through all of them, like different parts of the level were different vampire lords.
Or let's just get a game where it's like her going through history, killing all the ones. Like sometimes she's in, 80s Germany or, 60s San Francisco.
1980s Germany?
Yeah.
Like she went from the first one to this one. Like
okay.
steps there. Yeah.
That'd be pretty sick.
That
I
would
mean,
be
you could
pretty
make
neat.
like 10 games about that, that time in between.
You could also figure out what's happening afterwards. But
That's true. Well, yeah, like we're on this cliffhanger of this fucking shroud cover and everything. What's going on? Is this a prequel to that shitty DC movie? What was it called? With Will Smith?
Shroud.
No, they made it Suicide Squad, the first one,
Okay.
where Metropolis is like covered
I
by...
have no idea. I've never seen that one.
No one's seen this? Okay, well, shouldn't ask for help like that. Let's go ahead and move into the cooldown topic. All right, so this week, Dr. Scientist, who has been talking the entire time, as I remember, you picked the game. So how about you pick a cooldown topic for
I
us?
honestly completely forgot about the cooldown topic until you said it. So the Cult of Kagan was kind of cool. What are some kind of fictional evil organizations you like?
That I'd like to be a part of?
No, that you just like their aesthetic or like their story. I kind of like the Cult of Kagan. They were like, you only saw like 5 different vampires and they were all kind of different. Or like Organization 13 from Kingdom Hearts series. They're kind of cool. All the guys are different and they're just each have their own different style. Or maybe one you guys will know, the Fearsome 5 from Darkwing Duck.
Oh, yeah. How about the guys from the Tech, like Chairhead Chippendale and them?
Oh, what were
Were
their
they
names?
a crew?
I don't know.
I think they were.
Are we talking more evil corporations or evil crews?
Evil Cruise.
Or corporations is cool. Yeah.
Because for corporations, I had Umbrella. I mean, that's like...
Oh, yeah.
No,
Classic,
I was
right?
thinking more of like a group of guys.
I'll take Vault-Tec then.
Who are the bad guys from fucking... Wow, what's the game with the raccoon, Sly Cooper? There's that whole evil
There's a
group
couple
of dudes?
different ones.
Yeah, but there's a whole crew of them.
Yeah.
The hell
Depends
do
on
they
the
call
game probably because there was
The Nasties.
the Nasties.
The Nasties. Fiendish 5, Panda King.
Fiendish 5.
Yeah, there you go.
Fiendish 5, there we go. That was a long road to get there, but we got there.
Yeah, they were cool.
Or like the, what are they called? In fucking Caesar's Legion in Fallout New Vegas.
Brotherhood
Are
of
they-
Steel you could argue for, too.
I was thinking more of like a couple of bad guys as a group, not an organization.
Just like a trilogy yeah, okay.
or like 5 guys who work together or something. Like the Fearsome 5 did when it was Bushroot, Quackerjack.
Just 'cause you have that
I know
one.
what you meant. I just am having problems thinking of them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of them too. If I was more prepared, I would have came up with more. But I was doing it off the top of my head.
What about like just the Mega Man bosses. That counts.
Dr. Wily's kind of like the main guy
Yeah.
with all his robot masters.
Or like Shredder's guys from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They were always neat. Like Bebop and
Ooh,
Rocksteady.
there you go.
Who else was
Is
on
like captains, I guess, because I mean, he had the foot just doing the basic shit.
Yeah. Those were just like his foot soldiers, you know?
Was Baxter working with Shredder at any point?
I don't
He's my
think they
favorite.
were like, I think he just did stuff for him.
Krang worked with Shredder,
Yeah. Baxter, I think, was kind of more independent.
Okay.
Baxter Stockman.
though. Yeah. How about Mom Corporation?
Oh, that's only Mom.
And the 3 kids.
Can't think of their names.
No,
Did we
I
just talk
asked
about
it in our episode, and we had to
Yeah.
look it up because none of us remember.
Every time we talk about it, I keep thinking Ignoct and but they're the ones from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
how about the fucking 2 aliens from The Simpsons?
Kang Kodos.
Kang and Kodos,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good one. It's a good team.
Or just the mobsters in The Simpsons. There's a lot of evil groups in The Simpsons.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
like the stonemasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fat Tony, that group.
I like that one too. Yeah.
And there's a lot. There's so many more evil corporations, though.
Yeah.
What about like Foxhound from Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or who's the one from Spider-Man? The Sinister Six?
Oh.
Dr. Octopus, Electro.
Yeah. That's a good one. Who'd the fucking X-Men fight?
There's a bunch of them, like the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. There was who's Mr. Sinister's group? Hellfire Club.
All right. But yeah. Yeah.
That's all we got.
Yeah. I can't fucking, my
That's-
brain is done.
That's all right. We'll leave it to the comments. People, start a Reddit thread. Tell us who your favorite evil groups are. If they had a bunch of fan fiction about an evil group that maybe someone made up, or I don't know, they got inspired by real true life events, where would they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Really send that to plottytime@gmail.com. I'll read and respond as I always do.
And if they want to get to us faster on the socials, how do they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plotty Time on Blue Sky?
Yes.
And anything else? No?
Reddit?
Reddit's about it. Yeah, I remember it, but I always do that one last.
Yeah.
I always forget it for myself. Nope, just that. Just Blue Sky and Reddit. Come by Reddit and say hi. Say something. I don't know. Anything.
You can go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. Really helps us out. That does it for us. So, as always, shout out to Drago the Slogo, Sandman, Gamers Little Playground, I Am Panics, and Luis Guzman. Trust all reputable scientists, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.